Hi everyone, my name is Veronica and I'm gonna bring you in a walk around my favorite part of Penn State campus. And this is something I started doing freshman year when I really wanted to look at the leaves like that turning red, but also when I was feeling this need to feel very present because obviously it was being very hard to adapt, but I also felt like I really needed to take in my new environment. And being present is something I've been trying to practice ever since in 2023 I was able to participate in this retreat called EFETA, which is basically a youth Catholic group that does retreats, but also community service and weekly meetings. And you see, I was able to participate in this first as like me doing the retreating in June 2023, and it was the first time I really felt like I had a community back in Peru, because I had been living there for around 2.5 years now, and I felt like I still needed some sort of like line home and some sort of community. And basically that's what got me to EFETA. I did the retreat and it ended up being amazing, and it ended up being pretty much life-changing to me because I have really learned so much about myself, and I reconnected with myself and with God. And I started going to the weekly meetings, not thinking too much of it. I thought that it was just gonna be one more activity like the ones I did at school. It was my first like truly service activity. And then it ended up being completely different. It ended up being something that truly engaged me, something that I needed to participate in, because it truly made me feel like I was doing some good, like I was doing some change. We were able to do community service, but we were also able to change so many lives of other young people. So when November came around of that year, it was the first time I was going to be participating in a retreat as a server, and I had the opportunity to do it. I had the opportunity of participating in fundraising activities because we wanted to be able to allow children, kids, they're not children, young people like me, sorry, to be able to participate in the retreat without having to pay if they could not. And also because the retreat is expensive, so we needed to also to get funds for that. But around the fundraising, and I also got to participate in one of the committees helping out to plan out the retreat. It was amazing. I got to really be involved for the first time in some sort of service activity and doing something with a purpose, which I truly loved. And then I was able to be the keynote speaker that was going to open the retreat. It was the first time in a lot of years that someone who was going to be their first service was going to be able to speak. And I just felt so incredibly loved. And I feel like, as nerve-wracking as it may be to talk in front of so many people about your life, it was something I needed to do. It was my way of giving back to this community, of serving them, and of serving all of the people around me who had helped me and helped me through so many times. And so that's the way in which I started giving to my community. And I saw the impact, I was able to be a group leader in that first retreat, and then 5 times after that. And by helping people around me, by listening to them, maybe for the first time they were able to talk about their feelings ever, and maybe they were able to speak and to listen to things that really truly related to them. I saw this kid's face change in 3 days, and I saw the impact that was making, and I just couldn't stop going. I just couldn't stop doing it, because seeing how much I was impacting people's life, it was just amazing. And I committed to it. I became group leader, like I told you. I also became a leader for pre-retreat organizing committees, and I helped open a new retreat as well. And in the process, not only did I help so many other people and help them like reconnect with themselves and with God, but I also was able to learn so much about myself as a leader, which was something I was truly not expecting. And see, this happened because, I had the opportunity to be leaders in so many times that I realized that my role in a team is to help other people get this best out of them and to bring other people's ideas together. I'm also a lot of a conflict solver. I like to listen to different people's ideas and just kind of bring them together. And I never knew that about me before. I have never had the opportunity to be a leader in a service-oriented field, and then I was able here. And even though it was something that I was not expecting, I was just expecting to be a God me thing. And I don't know, it really changed my life. And this is the reason why I walk around Penn State. Thank you.